And okay, do I have voice? Can you turn your speakers on? And now can you hear me? Okay. And everybody else, all right, good deal. I, you know what, guys? I got so much stuff plugged in here. Just as Ken, I don't know what is anymore. But let's start over again. Lee, welcome from Spencerville, Indiana. Ronnie, so good to see you. 94 degrees in northeastern Arizona. And Linda, my Michigander buddy, welcome. And Linda Shell, my friend from Ravina, New York, so good to see you. And Cactus Deb is here from Glendale. Kathy's made it in from Long Island. And Lori Shoebridge is also from Michigan. Yay, Michigan, another Michigander. Lisa from Sugarland, Texas. And now we have sound. Let me go ahead and scroll this down. Lois is here from Delaware, and Beverly Kramer is here, and Evelyn Johnson from Indiana. And whoops, what's going on is right, Ronnie. You know, I have had the worst luck with audio equipment. Honest to goodness, it has been terrible. Okay. And yes, Ken is here today. He said it must have been his fault. Well, of course. I mean, isn't that just the way it is? Hi, Joey from Southern California, and Kay is here from Florida, and oh, Cayuga County. Ca- Cayuga County. I say it wrong every time, Jeanette. I'm so sorry. But welcome. Oh, good. JJ is here. Jason, it wasn't coming through so good a minute ago. I had no sound, but now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. Telling you, I got to look at this stuff. Jason, thought I'd let you know I'm finishing up your quilt tomorrow. It's going to be done. I'm glad. I'm glad. So we'll talk about how we'll get it to you, okay? Monica's here from Durand, Illinois. Linda, welcome from Washington. So good to see you. And Diana is another Michigander. Welcome. Vanna is here from Oklahoma. And you are so welcome, Jason. And Charlene's made it in from Colorado. Hi, Charlene. It's always good to see you. Always good to see you. So tonight, now I could give you this explanation, and this time you can hear me. That makes me happy. So, what you're going to see with your instructions, and I think this is worth covering, is you're going to have this basic instruction sheet with every one of the circles on quilts, and there are 35 of them. I don't have all 35. I'll be honest with you. Some of them, if you look at number 2 and number 3, they look vaguely similar. So does number 4 and number 5 and number 1. So what you have to do is when you look at it, and here's another one, 6, 2, and 3 are fairly familiar with each other. So once you figure one out, it's not a problem to go figure the rest out. And there are also YouTube tutorials on these guys. If you find you have one that does not have a YouTube tutorial, please get in touch with me. I will do everything I can to make sure we get it up there for y'all. Okay? So tonight we're going to start with spinning wheel number 7. And the two that we're doing tonight are going to be very easy. We go from A to B and twist back to A to B, twist back. We have a little twist with this one though. We're going to need to go around 2 times. At least I believe this is the one we have to go 2 times. We'll find out. So let's go ahead and get started. The spinning wheels are done on a tack. And I'm going to slip that tack in at the center point. Now, I want to cover this because, last night we had a new gal in here, and there's a lot of times we do have new gals in here. And guys, I want to cover things just so that everybody is on the same page. When I put this tag into my fabric, I am not creating a hole in the fabric. It is pushing the fibers apart. Okay? So you don't have a hole. Then what I do is I come to the back. I guess we could turn this back on now. And you could see the tack there. I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to replace it in that little hole. And then what's going to happen is we're going to come out right dead center if you're not me. Okay. I got over a couple strands of thread there. There we go. Eh, I'm not OCD, but I just want that thing right center. There we go. Okay. So I have got 16 reference lines tonight. Okay. Let's see who else. Jeanette. Yes, thank you. Cayuga. Ken just kind of told me I was saying it wrong. Dee is here from Dover, Delaware. Welcome, Dee. Good to see you. And Jeanette. Oh, Cayuga. Okay. Yep, got it now. Cayuga. And Liz is here from Birch Run, Michigan, another Michigander. Boy, this is kind of turning into a Michigan takeover here. Liz is here. Where? Arizona. Okay. I guess as we have two from Arizona. So I guess I can't call the Michigan takeover. Okay, I'll behave. All righty. So when we look at our template here, it's going to give us a good indication. Do we need 8? Do we need 16? Or do we need more? Or can we do it with 6? This is telling me I need 16 for this one. So put it on the tack. I need to bring my bobbin thread up, and I'm going to do that by slipping my foot next to the A. I want to do a little more. There we go. And there it is, my beautiful red bobbin thread. Girls, this is what I do. I keep bobbins with thread left on them. I keep them right next to my machine here, and I use them when I'm doing practice squares. works out really nice. Okay, there we go. We got it down. I'm going to turn it so it's easy for you to see. We're going to stitch from A to B. So let's go ahead and take one stitch in place. And my foot is too high. That this is always a good time to make that adjustment. There we go. Sometimes if you make it too early or on a different practice sandwich, which is what I did, it has to be done again, which is not a problem. Easy as can be. Coming over to B, and we're going to stop. Make sure your needle's down. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to twist our template, and our foot is now at A. So again, we're going to repeat all the way around. Okay? Get these threads out of here. Because anybody who knows me even a little bit knows I just dislike threads hanging around. There we go. All right. And around we're going to go. Wow. What I like about these larger spinning wheel templates is that they can easily be used as a frame for something else. And by frame, I mean we can put a smaller template in the center, or we could actually free motion it in the center, or we could, what I think is so cool, and I've seen it about 3 times today, that's why I'm saying this. People are putting photos on their fabrics, and this would be the coolest place to put a photo on a quilt. So that's something you can think about. Okay, here we go. We've got this beautiful etched line on the back, and yeah, there you can see it, and then there's one down here. Now those 2 lines are going to lay right on top of the previous rotation of stitching, and that way we know they are exactly where they need to be, and so are we when we take off for the next rotation. Uh, Now, I want to try something. Right here is where my next rotation is going to cross over. So if I want to make some kind of embellishment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here to where it crosses over. Down some stitches. There we go. I'm just going to twist my template. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. Always good to see Nancy. She comes in a lot. Okay, so now I'm coming up to the center. I'm going to turn my template around. Yes, it is. And I'm now going to turn my template. There we go. I'm going to replace it. Now, as long as this is a big long as long as we have ourselves lined up where this line is going to stitch on the next rotation. I have replaced my template. What we can do now is stitch back up to where we stopped on this first one. And we're going to come down here. Good. And I just learned that's not going to work. Oh, I try. Sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't. Today it's a fail. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Not necessarily. Hang on. We still have to come up here. Let's see how we did, okay? And I think I have it. I just have it in the wrong orientation. Yep, if I had oriented this way instead of this way, it would have worked, guys. Always gotta try and find something cool to do, eh? I'll bet it would be easier to do down here. Let's try it down here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to twist my template. I'm gonna stitch up. Don't go past this line though. I'm gonna come back down. And twist it one more time. Whoops. And we're going to come back down here. Go ahead and replace it and just stitch back to B. Now we're going to come around with A. That works. That works nicely. Take a hesitation stitch here. I realize that it's not a sharp point, but there is a definite change of direction here. So now we're going to try and do this again, but we're going to go one step further, okay? Here I am on B. Put my needle down. Whenever you're doing something like this, it's always a good idea to put your needle down. Up you're going to go and back down. I got off the template just a hair, but that's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and twist it again. Oh, it's not twisting very nicely. There we go. And we're going to come back down. I get close to the end, I'm just going to go ahead and straighten up my template and follow that around. Now, what we're going to do, right, is we're going to move to A. Now, on A, I want to put the original A in there. Now I'm going to twist. And we're going to twist again. Good morning, Sue. What part of Australia are you in this morning? Okay, there we go. Sue's from Australia. Oh, Judy's here from Wisconsin. She's from Greenleaf, Wisconsin, actually. uh, and Jean is here from Mount Vernon, Washington. So nice to see you. So now that I have gotten all of these lines in, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up with my A, and I'm a little off, and come down to B. Now, when I look at that, I have decisions to make, and these are things we never really talk about too much. We talk about doing embellishments and oh goodness, they're so cute and everything like that. When I look at this embellishment, do I like it? Yes, I do. I like it actually quite a bit. Do I like it enough to spend all that extra monkeying around on getting these embellishments in there and getting them straight? Personally, no. You may like them that much, and that's good. That's okay. It's just a personal preference. But what you should do is go ahead and play with those, just like I'm doing for you today. I'm kind of seeing what more, how far can I push this template? And what can I get it to do for me that maybe it's not even intended to do? That's what makes the templates fun. Oh, goodness, had to get a cold drink. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what else my demented little brain can come up with. Now, this would be interesting. Can I do this? No, it won't work. But I can't do this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm only going to do half of the rotation. Okay. And I'm going to take this out and I'm going to get my 12-inch arc, which happens to be right next to me, and my seam guide. There we go, which I'm going to hold on to. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down to the line, back up, and finish this. We're going to go back up to the top. Stop when you get to that top stitch. There we go. Now we're going to put our circles on quilts number 7 back on. And definitely need the gauge. Okay. Oh, come on. If I got it backwards. No, I've got it the right way. This is why we put the tape on the top, guys. The tape on the back is so difficult to work with. But you'll see how easy it is when it's on the top, right? Oh, definitely was the wrong way before. Okay, so I've got that down in the center. And now we're going to come back around. Does that add anything? A little bit, yeah, it really does. Quite honestly, I like it. Do that one more time. Gonna take the template off. Oh, you guys who have needle channels, I am so envious. I just wish everyone I had. All I need to do is win the lottery, and then somebody's gonna get a whole lot of templates free of charge. Okay, I'm gonna again go down to that bottom and come up. Got this, guys, don't we? Oh, I'm liking this a lot. Yep, definitely liking this. I'm gonna put our template back on, put our gauge back in. And yeah, there's no doubt about it. This is quite a bit of monkeying around. Is it worth it? I think this one is worth it. Yes. I would definitely do this one. Okay. And around we're going to go. And you'll see, I came off of my template. Can you guess why I came off of my template? You guys should know me well enough by now that you know when I come off the template and why I do it, right? Uh, okay. Oh, Jan is here. Oh, Karen's here from Pennsylvania, the Poconos, honeymoon capital of the world. And June is here from Southwest Missouri. Karen from Pennsylvania. I did say that already. Jan, at last, better late than never seems to be my motto of the day. I will rewatch from the beginning. Jan, I know you will. Thank you. It's always so good to see you here. Definitely good. Joyce is here from Fairfield, California. Hi, Joyce. Oh, good to see you. Okay. So, who could tell me why I came off of the template? Let me see. Um, well, somebody else say it. I know they will. Okay. And we'll go ahead and get right back on. This is why we call it practice, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and go all the way around. And you're absolutely right. I looked at the husband. It doesn't matter what I look at. As long as I look at anything, I'm going to come off of that template. It is just my curse, honestly. Uh, I did. I did. And I do know better. So I think we've got a good idea how this one works, guys. What do you think? Is this a yay or an A? I think it's a yay. I like it. I like the size of it. What I especially like is I can take this template, I can easily put it on a 12-inch block, and then I could do something really fun on the inside. And that's what this is going to do, and I'm gonna tell you because I'm just finishing up a quilt right now, and I did a quilt as you go. And if you've got a lot of 12-inch blocks, you may wanna use quilt as you go as well. What you don't want to do on a quilt as you go is quilt tightly, okay? Unless, and this is by experience talking, unless you make sure that that 12-inch block is like this, 15 inches. You quilt it, all the quilting you're going to do on it, you press it with steam or spritz it with water. I have learned not to use the steam in my iron anymore. I've had one too many light fabrics ruined by that. So nowadays, I just keep a misting bottle of water and spray with the misting bottle and use a hot iron. It acts the same. Why do we want that water? We want that water because it's going to shrink our fibers down just like we were putting them from the washer into the dryer. And you want that. Then, after you've done all of that, then you trim the block to its size with the seam allowance, not the finished size, the size with the seam allowance. That way, in the end, every one of your blocks is going to be perfectly the same. Okay? I hope that's helpful information for you. Nancy. Oh, good. You guys like this one. At least as I looked the way I did. I did. Yes, good. I'm glad you guys like it. There's a few things you can do with it. It's not made um, to do a whole lot, but you don't need to do a whole lot. I think the design definitely carries itself. So we're going to put that one aside. My dogs are having a heyday here. They're carrying rugs around, they're moving their beds around. They only do this when I'm online because they know I can't stop and yell at them. Oh, well, that's okay. All right, so the second one we're gonna be bringing out is going to be template number 10. Now, what I really like about this one is it's a little smaller. And what I wanted to do for you tonight, I ended up not doing because I only have a 15-inch block. I didn't have time to cut anymore. But what I think would look really cool on this is if we did one rotation in the middle and four on the corners. I think this one is small enough that it can handle it. It will look awesome. And it's gonna have a little bit of a surprise too, which I'm gonna show you as soon as I get my tack in here. Now, if you don't wanna put the tack through the fabric, and some people don't, that's not a problem. You can actually use tape. We use the arcade tape, and that's that pink stuff that you see all over our stuff. Um, you just put the tack through it, and then you press the tape to the top of your fabric. It works quite well. All right. Uh, just looking. There we go. Now, and turn this off while I'm doing this. Whoops. That's my daughter here. Hi, Sarah. Love you, honey. So we have the tack here. We have an A and we have a B. Now, the only thing that's different is you see our center line? It's not in the center. It comes over to one side like this. And we're going to see why right now. Okay. Gonna do it this way so you guys can see what's going on. I am starting at this point right here. I'm going to come down and stop at B, and then I'm going to twist it. It's gonna give us a different look, but it's definitely gonna be a great one. We've got 16 reference points here. Whatever you do, don't go from A to B up here, okay? I think some of us, might try that. Don't ask me who. I just wanted to see what would happen. Okay, you would definitely wanna go down and all the way around to B. Yeah, if anybody's gonna make a stupid move, it's gonna be me. Oh, okay. Get my bobbin thread up. Whoops, put myself in the A, and now down we're gonna go. We discussed my white foot last evening. Yes. So anybody who wasn't here, you may notice that I have a white foot. And what this is unfortunately, so Steady lost their supplier for the slant shank feet for the 301s. And many of us have 301s. And so the question I posed is, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Well, Stacy found a way to replace it. And this is a, what do they call this again? 3D printed foot. And I'm not being, I'm using it as I regularly would. I'm not being overly cautious with it. I'm not babying it. I'm not abusing it either, but then I don't abuse my stuff. And so far, I love it. And it really does my heart good to know that So Steady, Stacy, is so interested to make sure that we're a very small population in the grand scheme of things, but she's going to make sure that we have the tools we need. And that makes me feel good. I am keeping my stitches just a little bit shorter. Is that Tippy? And up to B. Okay. Down to A, down off of A, and up to B. Now, what we can't do with this one, okay? We can't really spin it and make embellishments that way. This is pretty much what it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn this. But there are some things that we can do. Could you get my bag off the top of those right there first? I appreciate it. Okay. So we're going to get out some of our starter sampler set templates, and we're going to see just how we can gussy this up. Yes, thank you, Ken. All right. Ken is leaving the building with the dogs. Oh my goodness. They always know what I'm doing live because I'm talking to nobody. Nobody that's here, I should say. And so they just feel as though they have free reign and they're moving rugs around, moving their beds around. They don't destroy anything. They just are having fun. So before I go downstairs, I need to clean up from the hooligans. Okay. And again to A, lining that line up. That is just so different than what we've normally done. And we're going to come here. And that definitely gives you the idea, right? We're going to go ahead and take this out. Isn't that gorgeous? And isn't that simple? I could see, oh yeah, a hedgehog right in there. Okay. Honestly, I don't drink, but some of you may think I do with the things I come up with. No, this is pretty. And actually, this could be used on a rectangular area, just like this. Um, it might be more square than rectangular, but it definitely would work. And I love this. I am definitely going to be using this circles on Quilts Spinning Wheel 10 a lot more often. Um, let me Sarah's mother-in-law cooked. She's a great cook. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to give you the link to this template. And here it is. I really do like this one. Um, if we take, I'm going to take some of our, and y'all know which one I'm going to grab first, right? The 4-inch arc. Yep, the 4-inch arc, my nemesis, which has become my favorite. It's funny how those things work, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start connecting things. Oh, you know what? 4-inch arc really isn't going to work that well. It's kind of flat. Well, let's do it anyway. And we can build off of that. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull that up. I need to reset my foot again. There we go. But have you noticed my foot has not come loose once. Oh, Jeanette. Oh, Jeanette, you are just cooking away, aren't you? With all the good things. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my spacing gauge, make it a 1/4 inch, and we're going to come and I'm going to stay on that template, make it a 1/4 inch away from the tip. And there we go. Let's get this one out of the way here. Let's see what happens. Oh, I like this. Right up to the tip of that motif. There we go. What do you think? I'm liking what's happening here, guys. Okay. Few more. Now, the next thing I'm gonna look at is how big that center area is going to be for us. Liking this. I'm liking that connected. What do you think? You like it connected too? Linda likes it. They do have fun. Okay, so now I'm thinking if I come and connect these guys, how cool is that going to look? So let me see. I think I can use my 4-inch arc. Let's go ahead and try. But instead of using the outside, I'm going to use the inside. Okay, let's see how that's going to work for us. Okay. This is going to be pretty close together. So there we go. It's only about 3 or 4 stitches. There we go. Whoops, no, we don't. I wasn't on. There we go. I almost eyeball this. Remember, don't move anything until you have that needle down. Just come right to the end here. There we go. Okay, I don't think it's necessary, but I like the look. Definitely liking it. Now, I'm gonna check out what the size of this is. Okay, the reason I'm checking this out is because we have our miniature spin effects, and this is 1 1/4 inches. Mm, no, I'm sorry, it's 3/4 inches. It's 3/4 inches. So the whole thing is going to be 1 1/2 inches. Now, we have a 1 1/2 inch mini spin effects. It will fit in here, but it's going to just fit in here. So it will use up every bit of space that we have. Okay. So, I mean, definitely you could try it and it will work. I guess it's all what you prefer. Okay. Okay. Lee likes it connected. Lisa said yes. Very pretty, likes it. Linda likes it too. Um, yeah, I really like this one a lot. Now, I'm not done yet though. Although we probably will be done early tonight because there's just not a whole lot more that we can do, but I am going to do this. I love arcs. I'm not really sure why, but I just love arcs. Okay, so what I want to know is can I go from here to here? Yes, I can with this arc. I'm starting in the center and working down. Okay. So I'm going to, actually, I need to bring that template up just a little bit more to make it work. I've got it centered. We go. Well, I've got it. I don't want to move that template. You know what, guys? I don't have it. Oh, if I come out here and here. Well, I would need to have a circle that's a half of an inch bigger. So if that's the case, what I can do is I can take, where is it? There it is. I can take my clamshell and that'll work. So I'm going to put it here and I'm going to bring it down. Okay. So I want to bring it down here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this will work. So I am going to make it so that I want you to see this. You don't need my fingernails in the way. Where did my little, there it is. So I'm going to just touch the top of that template with clamshell. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on this line and I'm going to stop at this line. Now, when you're working with that clamshell, remember, hold on, hold on. You don't have to hold on tight, but you have to hold on. I'm just going to do one this way. Keep those stitches short. You see how really easy it is? I have found that keeping a death grip does not help. Keeping your hands relaxed really does work well. Okay. Now we're going to come here. I'm touching there, touching here. And I'm going to go ahead and stitch. Finish up. There we go. Do that again. Touching here, touching there. And you'll see that my center line is staying right in the center there, which is what we want it to. One more time. Don't take your eyes off your template. There we go. One more stitch. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that one up. What do you guys think? I'm loving this. I am loving it. Okay, what stable tape do I have on this? On this? Oh, on this. Oh, yeah. Those are Sarah Diddy glitter grips. Aren't they fun? I wanted something different. I have enough stable tape to last me 100 years, but I went and got these anyway. Um, we do sell them under designers, and her name is Sarah Thomas. So Sarah Diddy. I love them. They're so cute, aren't they? Oh, okay. Yeah. Spinning wheel to go around. Yeah, it is. It really is an awesome one. Now, what I'm going to do, I can't stop there, right? Come on. My fingers aren't working here. So what I'm going to look to see if I have is what I do. Well, this is a 1/4 inch circle. And we're going to take that out. And by golly, it's going to fit in there beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and line that up. Now, this is going to be some fussing. There's no doubt about it because we're not going to be able to travel. Okay. So we're going to have to break thread with each circle. Now you're going to decide if it's worth it or not, right? I've been talking about that a lot tonight. We just had a discussion with my quilting group as to whether something is worth it or not. And part of what we discussed is unfinished projects. And we said, is it worth it or not? Some of my most expensive projects I kind of just threw away. It wasn't worth it. Okay, it just wasn't worth it. Okay, I thought that was going to look better than it does, quite honestly. Not crazy about it after all. Yeah, you don't know until you try, right? Definitely don't know until you try. But I'm liking this. I'm thinking we could keep going here on some of this and really come out with some fun stuff. But, oh, I hate that word, but it is probably about time for us to wrap it up for tonight. Let me check the comments and such. Let's see if there's any questions. Cute and different. Yeah, Lee knows me. I think she 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 knows that I like to do things that are different. Okay. Oh, Jeanette, I'm so sorry. I really am. That's so hard. It's so hard to be like, to be in that position. We will definitely keep her in prayer and her teens. Yeah. Thank you, Linda. And thank you, Linda. I had fun tonight. I really did. I think that these both are awesome templates. They're so different, but They can be used in so many ways, and that's what makes them fun. So, as you're working with your templates, don't be afraid to pull out your sampler set or other templates that you have. Just try them together. This one, it took our 4-inch arc, and then here we used our 3-inch clamshell. So who would have expected, right? But Manischewitz, I look at this, and this would be such a beautiful design for a little girl's quilt, and I know you all can do that design. Jeanette, it makes you miss spirographs. I know. Actually, I think it was our neighbor had one in a yard sale not too long ago. I almost bought it just to have it, just because, but I don't like to bring any more in the house than we need. Oh, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. It means a whole lot to me. And I'm really glad that you all come in so that I've got somebody to talk to or I'd be here by myself. Just kidding. But anyway, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Time, we are going to look at Spin and Echo 11, 12, and 13. Those are some really, really fun templates, too. Oh, Debbie, good. I'm glad you love them. Oh, Jeanette, I love Sarah Thomas, too. She's absolutely fabulous person. So if any of you are around at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Mountain, and 6 a.m. Pacific time, please drop in. We'd be glad to have you here. And until we meet again, let's quilt.